What is up, fam? Hope you're having a great day today. Happy Monday. Today's December 11th. It is currently 7:13 p.m. I know this is going to be dropped at 9 a.m. But I just want to get this out for you guys, especially going to the New Year's. I want to give you guys some newfound confidence. Most importantly, some clarity going into New Year when it comes to your fitness journeys, as well as just overall when it comes to, well, finding consistency. One of the biggest things is everybody wants to be in shape. Everybody wants to be healthy, but we all don't have the time. We all don't have the mindset. We all don't have the framework. We all don't have the game plan to be able to get there. And today I want to help you identify these game plans. I want to help you identify the things that you actually need when it comes to this, right? And here's the thing. This is not here to tell you, oh, you need to buy this, you need to buy that. No, I'm telling you, all you need is you. If you are willing to show up for you, if you're willing to take care of you, if you're willing to put you first going into 2024, then you will see results. But at the end of the day, one thing I always say is throughout every presentation, the people that are watching it, you, the viewer, you might hear this and you still might not do it. That's what I want to challenge you guys to. Next year, whatever you tell yourself you're going to do, actually do it. A lot of people say they're going to do things and never do it. And that's one of the biggest things that holds them back. And to start things off, take care of yourself. Put yourself first. Take action. Show up. And the thing is, I'm going to show you how easy it is. It's really not that hard. So, first things first is staying fit. What does that look like to you? What does staying fit forever look like to you? And here's the thing: the reason I say put forever there is because when it comes to getting healthy, you have to think of longevity. Like you want to be healthy so you can live longer. It's like when it comes to your overall well-being, when it comes to your mindset, what does fit look like to you? What does it feel like? Let's say if you wake up today, like close your eyes, you woke up, you are your best self, your strongest self, your fittest self. Like what does that look like to you? And then from there on, I want you to become that person. On, I want you to replicate what that person would do. From there on, I want you to take the action steps that person would have taken. So, what does fit look like to you? That's the number one question I want to ask you. Now, when it comes to this, first things first, you got to change your mindset. And there's a reason why I put this first. There's a reason why I put mindset first. There's a reason why I put psychology first. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to this journey, it's going to be, well, it's going to be about 60% mindset. And sorry, I had to go turn off my alarm. It's going to be 60% mindset. And the reason why I say it's going to be 60% mindset is when you find things get difficult, that's when your mindset needs to take over. When you find things to be hard and struggle, that's when your mindset needs to take over. And you need resiliency and you need integrity and you need to say, shit's in the fan today. Let me take a deep breath. Instead of let me crave, let me go towards this, let me go smoke, let me go drink, take a deep breath. Really internalize that problem. What is going on? What makes you feel this way? Because when we avoid the things that will go through our head, that's when we're compounding. And there's a lot of people out there that are compounding negativity because you wake up, you don't want to go to work, negative. You go to work, you see somebody working half-ass and you're working all the way, and you're like, why are you doing this negative? And I'm telling you this from experience. Um, you go throughout your day, you miss breakfast, you're hungry by lunch, and you're pissed off. I need to eat. Negative. So you got to change your mindset first. And if you change your mindset, the results will follow. Now, what does that look like? I'll be honest with you guys. I'm going to simplify this as easy as one, two, three for you. One, I need you guys to slow down. I need you guys to slow down. When it comes to your fitness journeys, when it comes to pushing towards your ideal goal and your ultimate goal, be willing to be patient. Why do I say slow down? I know you want it fast. Here's the thing. I know you want it fast, but you have to slow down. And the reason why you have to slow down is you didn't gain the weight fast. You gained the weight over time. You gained the weight after a few bad habits, compounded over a few months, a few years. Some of you have been struggling with fitness for the past 10, 20 years. Some of you have been struggling for 5 years. I'm not saying you have to give it 5 years. I'm not saying you have to give it 10 years, but at least give it a solid year. One thing is in today's world is I see a lot of people want to get healthy, but they're never willing to give it a solid year. You know what that would do for you? You know the connection with your body that you would gain from that? The mindset you would gain from that? Because when it comes to fitness, the main thing you also want to do is you want to connect with your body so you can better understand your signals, which is number two. What does that even mean? Why do I binge eat? Why do I think food is the only reason I can't lose this weight? Why is my love of food so strong that I can't stop eating? You have to understand your triggers. You have to understand your body. You have to understand your mindset. To say I love food and that's the reason I can't lose weight is not a good excuse. I love food too. I'm Haitian. I eat Caribbean food all day. Greased up, oiled up all day. But it has nothing to do with why I'm the way I am. Because I know for a certain point, hey, you ate this amount today. Chill. You enjoyed yourself. You had that meal. You had that chicken Alfredo. Now you had your dessert. Now chill. But also putting yourself in a position to where you could push away those cravings. So, for example, I used to be a very easy late night eater. I used to snack on everything, man. And one of the biggest things I had to do was implement protein within my diet later in the day. Meaning, I'll have you guys see me always have a high protein breakfast. After I have that high protein breakfast, I have a carb full lunch, and that's usually to help me, gain my energy to go to the gym. And then can't even talk. And then after my carb full lunch, my dinner is going to be like half carbs, half protein, and then after that, I have a protein shake after the gym. The reason why I have that protein shake after the gym is because I know if I don't have anything after, I am going to go home and crave, crave, crave. Literally last night, I left the gym around like 10:30 p.m. Had a shake from there. Boom, perfect. I went home, didn't think about food. I was like, I'm going to bed. Because if I didn't have that shake, I would have been like, damn, I'm hungry. I need to get this, I need to get that. Then I would go to 7-Eleven. I'll probably get halal or something. Something. I'm just being honest. Something. But you have to find ways to push away your cravings. Let's say if you're somebody who gets tired by the time it's 3, 4 p.m. and you're drained and you're just like, oh, I don't even feel like doing anything. Screw this. And your mental focus, your mental energy is just out of whack. Implement a breakfast in your day to day. Why are you just waking up at 6 and then getting ready and then leaving for work at 6:30 without a breakfast, without something in your stomach? And here's the thing: it doesn't have to be. You don't have to cook, bro. One thing is when you're doing grocery shopping, instead of buying snacks that you don't need, you know that you're just gonna crave on, buy prepackaged meals from your local grocery store. They make them for you. And they give you the macros right on them. So it's easy to say, oh, protein, carbs, veggies, boom, let me take this nice healthy plate and I'm on the way. Like make things easy for you. Make things easy for you to actually understand, actually follow through with. And that's what I'm trying to do here. Like all these things I'm giving you guys should be writing down to make things easy and simple for you. Because this applies to almost everybody to where you struggle with these things. But you don't think that, they're the things that are holding you back, but they are. Those small little things, those small little setbacks. But the small little setbacks will hold you back. Those are great ways to learn too. It's a great way to learn. But we're gonna get into that. Next, no more quick fixes. Damn, stop looking for quick fixes, man. So many people nowadays, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna get a lot of hate from this. So many people nowadays, instead of going to the gym, they rather do a HIIT class because they think that HIIT class is gonna magically help them burn crazy amount of calories, which it will during the workout. But it's not as much as you think it is. Working out itself burns more calories over time. If I were to get a last night I got a workout in last night. I got a leg workout in. I'm still burning calories from that leg workout. While you had a HIIT class, you only burned 500 calories. You only burned 500 calories during that HIIT class. After that HIIT class, whatever you ate, if it was 300 calories, you only burned 200 calories for that day. I'm just putting like small factual numbers, not actual. You only ate 200 calories. You ate breakfast, of course. You ate lunch, of course. But I'm just saying, if I lose 500 calories at the HIIT class and I go and eat 300 calories, my deficit is 200. Or if you go back and you eat 500 calories, your deficit is zero. So what I'm trying to say is, when it comes to achieving your long-term goals, you have to find a way to incorporate weightlifting, but in your own way. Meaning, yes, you can go to the gym. You can definitely do that. You can go to Planet. It'd be easy, simple, it's effective. But also, you could start at home with dumbbells. Because the reason I say this is muscle is what we all need. I say we all need. Every human needs muscle. Muscle is so fucking powerful, bro. The things that it allows us to do, the amount of weight it allows us to push, the strength it gives us, the energy it gives us. For the longest time, my student Sarah, she's been working out for 5 years plus. She says, yo, I've never been able to lose this weight or get to this weight. And it wasn't until I said, slow down and build muscle. And even through the process, she wanted to like fast results, fast results. And over time, we said, slow down, take it easy. What's the rush? And even when she messes up, I'm like, okay, learn from it. And sometimes that's not the answer she wants to hear. She's like, oh, I want to hear something special, but there's nothing special to tell. Like, guys, if you are struggling one day, don't let that one day turn into a week. Just pick it back up the next day, which is number 4, which is you're the captain of your ship. Whenever you go through certain things in your day to day, don't let them hold you back from pushing forward towards what you want. If that girl pisses you off at work, if that guy pisses you off at work, don't let him take your energy away from you, because that's mental energy that you could be utilizing for yourself, to put yourself first, to keep crushing towards your goals, to make an impact for you and your family, to make that difference, to be that difference maker, which leads into embracing the good that you do. Embrace the good that you do. Guys, throughout life, well, nowadays, everything's negative. I see so many negative things online. Even on your Facebook posts, I see people just posting negative quotes about this world life. I'm like, why? Why put that energy out there? When you put negativity out there, that's all you're going to attract. But when you embrace the good that you do and you put positivity out there, that's more of that you're going to attract. You're going to attract that. For the longest time in my life, I never thought I was going to amount to anything or do anything special. I really don't think I was. And it was until I started doing fitness coaching, I realized, okay, I have the ability to really change people's lives here. And I started embracing that good. I started putting that good out. But in the beginning, I didn't think I was going to amount to anything special. If you guys want me to be honest with you, probably by the age of like 16, I didn't think I was going to make 23. I'm just being serious. It's just the patterns of how, well, the patterns of, I would say, how the culture is, basically. Um, if you go a certain route, you get certain things. If you don't go a certain route, you get certain things. It's the same thing, you know. It goes both ways. But at the end of the day, I had these negative thoughts in my head. I always did. I always did. It was until I started focusing on self improvement, getting to the gym consistently, showing up for me, embracing the good that I do, knowing that I am the captain of my ship and I'm in control of everything that I go through it today. It may not seem like it, but you are. I promise you. I promise you. Last but not least, fam, learn consistently, continuously, every day, every minute, every second. You got to learn. If you don't learn about yourself, you're losing, because you are the difference maker. No supplement, no special training program, no special nutrition plan. You are that supplement. You are the key. You are the one that drives you towards that goal. Nothing else will. Nothing else will. One thing I always tell my students is, throughout this process, I'm going to help you. I'm going to be your guide. I'm going to help you, build this consistency. I'm going to help you build consistency within your nutrition, within your eating, within everything that you're doing. But one thing that can't happen is if you're not showing up. If you don't show up, you already failed. If you don't show up, there's no impact. If you don't show up, there's no change. You have to show up. And so many people struggle to show up consistently. It's because your connection with fitness is just not there yet, which is okay. But to get it there, you have to start showing up little by little by little and pushing away the negative thoughts that go into your mind and saying, no, I want this. No, I'm going to pursue this. No, I want to go to the gym later. No, stop, stop. I need to. No, no, no. I get to, because there's like literally a guy out there with a wheelchair in the gym. Why can't I be in the gym? And he just got off of work. I just got off of work. Like, one thing is, I don't give myself excuses because I know it could be worse. Living in the Thorwald country for the first few years of my life, that's where I was born. I'm not gonna say for the first few years of my life. That's where I was born. It made me, it made me adjustable, which is one thing you want to do within your fitness journey as well. You want to become adjustable to your lifestyle. You want to become adjustable to your training plan, to your nutrition plan, because you need to adjust things as you go, as you grow, and as you, elevate more into the journey. Because every new level brings a new devil, right? And for me, growing up in Haiti made me adjustable in the fact that I realized at a very young age that if I wanted to make an impact, I would have to do different. I would have to choose different. I would have to think different. And that's the same thing for you guys. If you really want this change, you have to think and do and just be different than you were yesterday. Just a little bit better. That's it. Just a little bit better. Remember, the main goal is to build habits that last you a lifetime. Build successful habits that could last you a lifetime. That's the key. And if you could do that, you will succeed going to this year. If you could do that, 2024 is yours. It will be yours. So master your mindset. Master your mindset. Master how you feel. Master the impact foods has on you. Master the impact. Master your mindset behind the gym. Master your mindset behind nutrition. Master your mindset behind yourself. Don't give yourself negative thoughts. Give yourself positive thoughts. Why are you telling yourself you're fat and that's all you're meant to be? That's the worst thing you could tell yourself. You're a human being. Would you ever tell your daughter that? Hell no, you wouldn't. Because you damn well know how that would make her feel. It would destroy her world. So why are you telling it to yourself? I love food, and that's the reason I can't lose weight. Will you tell your son that? Yeah, son, you love food. That's the reason you can't lose weight. That's okay. You can just be unhealthy from 6 all the way to your adulthood. You know the impact it's gonna have on him. You know the mind. You know how it's gonna affect him. Like one of the biggest things is when I was overweight, it affected me so much mentally. I felt drained. I felt tired. I just couldn't. Yeah, it was just me in my own head, but also most important, like I needed to be in my own head because that was the only way to fight through it. Like one of the biggest things is people avoid the thoughts that get in their head. Don't avoid the thoughts you get in your head. Tackle that thought. Why do you think that? Why do you just say that? I remember one time, literally, I was driving and then out of nowhere I get a thought. What if I just crash this car right now? I'm like, why did you just say that? And here's the thing, we all get these thoughts. Don't act like you're watching this right now. You don't get thoughts like that where you're just out of nowhere, you just think some really negative shit. You're like, what the did you just say that? What did you say that? Seriously. And we all get these thoughts, but it's about taking those thoughts and then saying, hey, bro, that's not gonna happen. Focus on you. Focus on life. Focus on what you need to do. Focus on what you could do tomorrow to make yourself better next day, next week. Next is mastering your food. Oh, this is the one you guys have been waiting for. Within this house, we gave you guys a little meal plan. When it comes to food, one of the biggest things I'm going to say, guys, is you can eat foods like this on your journey. You can eat foods you love on your journey. You can eat foods that make your mouth drool on your journey. But first, you gotta know yourself. You gotta know yourself. You gotta be mindful of your food triggers. You gotta be mindful of those easy habits, those habits where you're like, oh, I'm just gonna go get Wendy's. Those habits are, I'm just gonna go to 7-Eleven and get a few snacks. It's not gonna be a few snacks. It's probably gonna be 1,000 calories worth of snacks. The easy habits are, I'm just gonna skip breakfast. You can make it the night before. You can make it the night before. You can make it 5 minutes before. There's so many options that you can utilize. You have to push away from those easy habits. Going into 2024, the biggest thing you need to focus on is your easy habits. Your easy habits are the habits that you know when you do, 2 to 3 hours later, the next day you feel bad about. Those are the easy habits. It's the habits that we do that we know, damn, why did I do that? Fuck. And then you just beat yourself down for it. Those are the easy habits, the ones that don't make you feel good. But they're so easy. They're simple. You don't have to think about it. You can just go to 7-Eleven, you can just go to Wendy's, get your meal, boom, you're done. But you have to be mindful of these things. You gotta be mindful of your emotional triggers. Somebody pisses you off at work, you go home, eat ice cream. There's different outlets for that. You know, somebody pisses you off at work. For me, especially if somebody pisses me off, hey, I'm gonna talk to that person. Hey, bro, what's up? What happened? But most importantly, I'm gonna make sure the next day, not the next day, but probably that day I go to the gym because that's my way of pushing off stress. But most importantly, it's my way of calming the storm. Meaning, if I have a storm for that day, the calm is gonna go through my workout. It's gonna be my workout. Next is recognize hunger, fullness cues, and becoming adaptable. Know when you're hungry and make a plan for it. Not just say, oh, I'm hungry. Fuck it. Always hungry at this time. Oh, I'm just going to get this. You know you're hungry at 12 by lunchtime because you skipped breakfast. You know you're tired and sluggish and hungry by 4 p.m. You know you're hungry by 9 p.m. because you skipped a few meals. We all know this. And those are the things we have to tackle. Those are the cues we have to tackle. We all know when we're hungry. We all know when we're starving. We all know why we're hungry and why we're starving. And sometimes you might not know, but we all know the basics, which is basically if I'm late night eating, if I'm craving foods, there's something that's happening the day before, or there's something that's happening in the morning of, there's something that's happening in the afternoon. There's something that's happening when I sleep. There's something that's happening within my patterns that's making me feel this way. You need to be able to identify these things, especially when it comes to food. Guys, you make the best decision for your health. Meaning, in this journey, you have to realize that you are the captain of your ship, but also every decision you make towards your health, towards eating better, towards getting stronger, is the right decision. Meaning, if you go to the gym and you're going consistently, and you're eating healthy consistently, you're making the best decision for your health. Now, what you need to do is to not let your mindset count you out. Meaning, oh, I've been doing this for 2 months. I don't see the results that I wanted to see. I haven't lost 40 pounds yet. No, duh. You've been literally eating, gaining for past 5 years. Why did you expect that? You have to be able to say, hold up, bro. Why am I rushing this? I'm only 2 months in. I'm only 3 months in. Let me take my time. Let me build this consistency. Let me actually hone these habits in so they can actually become habits that I can pass on to my kids, pass on to my family members. So it makes that impact. Not just, oh, I can't, man. It's been 2 months. I only see this. No, you need to stay consistent. And you do make the best decision when you are consistent. Even when it seems hard, even when it feels like you're not gaining or losing anything. Trust me, you're on the right path. And next, I want you to set one rule for yourself. And what does that mean? For me, my one rule is if I slip up, have a setback, don't engage in self-criticism. Instead, acknowledge it, learn from it, and move forward. I live by that motto. I tell my students that all the time. If you slip up and have a setback, don't engage in self-criticism. Instead, acknowledge it, learn from it, and move forward from it. Let me take that real quick. I'm gonna do. Actually, I'll do it after. But I was gonna take that and I was gonna post it on my story because it really is that powerful. It is that powerful, fam. One of the biggest things is people have setbacks and then they beat themselves up, and the next day they do the same thing they did that night before, which set them back, and then they beat themselves up for that again, and it just compounds, compounds, and compounds. It's like when you have that handful of snacks, like all I do is crave, crave, crave. I'm just a craver. That's who I'm meant to be. You already told yourself that. You already lost. You told yourself that. You convinced yourself that's who you are. When you convince yourself you are something that you may not be or something that you are, that's who you naturally become. Mindset is powerful. Mindset is very powerful. If you tell yourself, all I do is I'm going to be overweight for the rest of my life, and you think that day in, day out, your actions will replicate that. You will live your fear. For me, one of the biggest things is I used to acknowledge, not acknowledge, I used to engage in self criticism and self hate and be like, oh, you suck at this. You can't get this right. Why are you always doing this? And I'm like, bro, that's not helping you. That's only making things worse. Be positive. Embrace the good that you do. Most importantly, bro, if you want to move forward, how can you get better from what you made, the mistakes that you made? And that's when I started moving forward. That's when I started seeing real results. Was when I was like, huh, I gotta get better from this. Oh, okay, I see. So for lunch, I only had this amount. And if I had a little bit more, I felt like I would have been a little bit fuller and I would have been able to perform my workout a little bit more. Small things like that. Literally, small things like that. Like people, like one of the biggest things, people try to make fitness complicated for you. They try to tell you all these big parts, this and that. It's not that hard, bro. It's really not. Like if you were to follow me in my day to day, you'd be like, bro, that's what you do. That's what you eat. That's how you do this. Holy shit! I need to stay away from like literally. It's not that hard. People make it as difficult as it can be so they can just keep you in a loop of something. It's not that hard. I want you in and out. I want you to learn and grow and boom and keep going and keep moving forward. Keep living your best life. It's not that hard. But if you keep engaging in the things that you can't get right and you keep telling yourself that's why you can't get it right, it will be hard. But if you tell yourself, okay, I can't get this right, how can I get it right? I got this wrong, how can I get it right? Let me search up something. Let me look up something. Let me ask ChatGPT. Let me do something different. Something different. So if you slip up and have a setback, don't engage in self hate. Instead, acknowledge it, learn from it, and move forward. And when it comes to eating, also, guys, I don't think you guys, well, I don't think, I just don't think you don't know. 80-20 rule. 60% processed, 20% 60% non-processed. It's 20% processed, 20% vitamins and minerals. What does that mean? What is the 80-20 rule? 80% of the time you're eating somewhere healthy, 20% of the time you're enjoying yourself. If you live by this rule, you will succeed. And sometimes it could be 70-30, sometimes it could be 60-40. But if the majority of the time it's 80-20, you will succeed. If you're eating whole foods within your diet, you're giving yourself the right nutrients to grow, the right nutrients to nourish your body, to nourish your cells, to nourish the energy that you need to push throughout the day, you're on the right track. If you're only eating 20% processed foods, Meaning, here and there you'll have sliced pizza. Here and there you go to McDonald's. Here and there you go to Wendy's, like once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks. And then vitamins and minerals, basically having fruits and vegetables in your diet or a multivitamin. A lot of people are getting sick right now because they don't eat enough vegetables. I bet you some of you watching this probably haven't eaten a vegetable in probably like 4 months. That needs to change, man. Vegetables are your body's power. Vegetables are your body's way of nurturing itself, giving itself the vitamins and minerals it needs to keep fighting off diseases. Vegetables, fruits, whole foods, all these things do matter. Now, I remember in school they would try to tell us of how the food pyramid. That shit is bullshit, bro. Food pyramid is bullshit because the top foods in the food pyramid are processed. Seriously, you need to get away from the food pyramid and just start thinking differently about your macros. Start looking at your protein, start looking at your fats, start looking at your carbs, start looking at your veggies, and identify within your diet what do you eat the most of. Some of you might eat more fats than you eat carbs. Some of you might eat more protein than you eat carbs. Some of you might eat more carbs than eat protein. And here's the thing: you could still overeat on protein. Just because you eat protein doesn't mean you're going to lose weight. You still can overeat on protein. So you got to make sure you're eating the right food. And if you guys really want to follow the rule to the T and you want to start tracking your foods, you want to start taking yourself to the next level, I want you to download MyFitnessPal. Go on MyFitnessPal, set your weight. It'll give you an amount of calories that you're able to eat right now to help you get to a certain goal. And then from there on, start tracking. See how your food's are. See what you eat on a day-to-day basis. Start tracking whatever you have right now. Don't even start with a meal plan yet. See where you're at, and then once you see where you're at, identify, okay, cool. I'm eating 80 grams of protein throughout the day. That's a little bit too little. So let me try to get that to 110 next week. I'm eating 170 grams of carbs and 80 grams of protein. All right, cool. Let me try to get that to 150 next week or 140. So therefore my protein can come up, my carbs can come down. And same thing when it comes to fats. Make those small changes. Be able to identify these things at a whole different level. Not just saying, "Oh, I suck at this." No, you don't, bro. You just need to learn about it. You just need to get better with it. Like you don't suck at anything. Everybody can do this. Everybody can accomplish their goals. Everybody can make an impact. But it's the way you think about it. It's the way you feel about it. It's the way that you're doing it. You got to give more. And here's what, for me, what this looks like is breakfast scrambled eggs with spinach, tomatoes, whole grains, toast, orange juice, lunch grilled chicken, quinoa or mixed vegetables, or sometimes brown rice, white rice, avocado slices, my vitamins, and then fresh fruits with a salad bowl. Then dinner, baked salmon, brown rice, steamed broccoli, mixed greens, yogurt, frappe, and then guess what? I'm gonna enjoy me a snack here and there, and that's my 20% process. Like if you were to eat, let's say meals like this, fam. Let's say this was your lunch, that was your breakfast, and then for dinner you had this. Bro, you're going to get your goal. You're eating healthy now. Just make sure the portions are right. That's it. That's it, fam. And here's the thing. People say eating healthy is expensive. It's not. Eating healthy actually is way better to put yourself in a budget than it is to eat processed foods. Because the price of processed foods are going up every day. The price of healthy foods are going up a little bit too. But if you go to a grocery store and you think right, you could literally come out with $50, $70 spent, and you're good for the whole week. And you're probably like, would you do that? That's impossible. I'm gonna show you how possible it is. So ready? This is exactly what I'm gonna do when I go to Miami because I have a flight at 9:45 a.m. That's why I'm pre-recording this, so therefore I can post it to you guys. I'm gonna go to Miami. I'm gonna go to the grocery store. I'm gonna get a pack of eggs. I'm gonna get veggies. That's gonna be my breakfast. And then I'm gonna get literally some pre-made meals. You hear me? Pre-made meals that are high protein that I know I could just heat up in a pan and I'm good to go. And that could be chicken Alfredo, shrimp Alfredo, chicken rice. Anything that the local grocery store has, I'm going to take, package it, and boom, I'm on my way. And I usually take about 3 to 4 pre-made meals. I'm going to be there for 5 days. So I'm going to put 3 to 4 pre-made meals, and sometimes I portion them into half, which therefore gives you half and half. And breakfast is just going to be eggs. Sometimes I add some spinach. Sometimes I add whole wheat bread, and as well as you gotta add the turkey bacon. I love turkey bacon. And then for dinner, I might just get the other half that pre-made meal, or I might make something brand new. I might order out. But for dinner, let's say I don't order out and I went to the local grocery store. What I would be for dinner is usually chicken. It'll usually be chicken, rice, steamed vegetables, and again, keeping it simple. I like things simple. For me, I'm not all about taste. I'm all about fuel, right? But within that, if I shop for this, it would probably cost me around like $50, $70. Like whenever I go to the grocery store, I come out with $70 and I'm good for the whole week. It's just a habit I've done so many times that I know the hacks, I know the foods that work, I know what to look for. And if I was here in New York, this is what I would do. I'll go get a 24 pack of eggs. I'll go get 3 packs of the pre-made chicken, the pre-made grilled chicken. Boom, $5 each, easy. 15 pack of eggs, $10. Boom. When I'm out already, $25, easy. And then from there on, I'll get a bag of rice. To be honest with you, I don't even have to get rice because I already have rice at home. I'll get a bag of broccoli. I'll get a bag of Brussels sprouts. Boom, veggies done. And then from that on, what I would do is I would go back to that pre-made meal section and I would look for already cooked rice, already made mashed potatoes. Boom, that's my carbs. And then guess what? All I have to do when I get home is make a little bit more rice. $50, $60, $70, and I'm good for the week. That's it. Like I don't like to give food that much thought anymore because I like to just okay, cool. This is high protein. This is good. This is, tastes good. I'm good to go. Let's go. Because if you think about it too much, oh, I need this, and it becomes a full problem. Like don't make food a problem. Make it simple. Make it easy for you. Yes, you can enjoy yourself, but also make it easy and very effective and simple for you. Yeah, 20% processed. Snacks and vegetables and fruits. Give me 1 second, fam. Beautiful. 20% processed. I know this is a little bit long. Next. Oh, there it is. Once you master your food, once you master your thought behind food, once you master how you feel about food, once you master well how to fuel yourself, and if you guys want to get your macros, I would go to calculator.net and get your macros to see how many calories you actually need to lose weight, to gain weight, to maintain weight. Very simple, very easy. Now, master your journey. To master your journey, you gotta find love in the little things. Something you can do alone, which is go to the gym. Something you can do as a family, which is go on hikes. Something that will bring you longevity, which is your overall journey and how you take care of yourself and putting yourself first. As well as you gotta realize your powers. As humans, we have certain skills, we have certain powers that we're not utilizing. Our intuition, our mindfulness, our drive, our will to keep going, our will to keep pushing forward, our train of thought, the things that we say to yourself, the words that we say to yourself, all these little things matter. You have to find love in this journey in a whole different way. This journey cannot be something where you're just, oh, I'm just gonna go to that class and just do it for 3 months and see how it goes. You already failed. Just to see how it goes, you already failed. Because you're not intentional when you're there. You're just going through the motions. Screw that. Do something that you know you're gonna give it 100%. Do something that you know is gonna push you. Do something that you know is going to elevate you to that next level. Do something that you know can make the impact not only on you but your family. Whenever I train moms, one of the biggest things I love when they say is, "Yeah, I started going to the gym. Now my son wants to come with me too." I love that shit because that's what you're finding love in little things is. That's where you're finding love within this journey is because you realize these good habits are gonna rub off. Gonna rub off to your daughter. Gonna rub off to your rest of your family. So you need to find love in the little things. You need to find love in some things that you can do alone. You need to find love in the things that you can do as a family. You need to find love in the things that you can do with longevity. You need to realize your powers. A lot of people go throughout the day without even thinking about their life, how they feel, what their body is. They're just thinking about, oh, I saw this celebrity. I saw this celebrity. Screw all that. They're human. Just because you're a celebrity don't mean shit to me. You're human. You bleed just like I bleed. Seriously. If I see a celebrity, I'm gonna be like, oh, cool. I can just keep going on my day. Why? Because you're human. Cool, you were in that movie. I was in a movie when I was younger too. It's a French movie. I'm not gonna tell you because I look like a bald head. But you gotta find love for the little things, man. You gotta do things that you can enjoy, fam. Within this journey and working out, people always ask me, why you always working out? Because working out was actually the only thing that gave me confidence. Working out was the only thing that gave me the ability to show up for this life. Working out is the only thing that made me feel like I was worth anything. Working out is the only thing. Yeah, it's just the one thing that changed everything for me. Once I started focusing on myself and my personal development journey, it started opening more doors, more opportunities to what it could be, to what I could be. And that's why I'm so passionate about it. Is I know the impact it's had on me. I really don't think I'd be alive if it wasn't for working out. People always ask me like, "Yeah, bro, like, how do you do it?" I do it because it's the thing that's keeping me alive. It's the thing that's driving me. It's the thing that's pushing me forward. It's the thing that gives me impact. It's the thing that gives me joy. It's the thing that I love so much. I can never let it go. I can never stop working out, bro. And you might be like, "Oh, good for you." It could be you too. It doesn't mean you have to do it like me. 3 times a week, twice a week, whatever fits your schedule. It could be yours too. It does not have to be complicated. And one thing is, like, when it comes to making time for working out, fam, the easiest way to make time for working out is literally we all get a work schedule ahead of time. Take your work schedule, zoom out. Where can I fit 3 workouts into my work schedule? Boom. I see Monday, I see Wednesday, I see Friday. That's it. And keep moving forward from that. The next week, maybe add another day if you feel like it, or if you have an extra off day. That's it. Little by little, make those small improvements, make those small changes. That's all it is. Eat the food that you love. Stay fit by keeping it simple. Keep you healthy, keep you strong, and keep you going. It's the biggest thing I want you guys to take away from this is that you can eat the food that you love and make a difference and stay fit by keeping it simple, which will keep you healthy and keep you strong, keep you moving forward in the right direction, man. All right. That's how you master your mindset, you master your food, you master your journey. I think I mixed up those pictures, but it is what it is. All right. I appreciate you guys for watching this with me. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. I love you and hope you have the best day ever. I'm about to go take this flight. And yeah, I'll see you guys in Miami. Peace. Let me know your biggest takeaways. Love y'all.